but no Mutalisk on the way. He's actually going to get more melee damage. He's probably going to try Zergling their Lingfester into Ultralisk again, which it almost worked the first time, but he's also going to have some Roaches this time to kind of tank a bit of the earlier game damage, and then late game kind of Roaches become pretty obsolete, and then you end up kind of just throwing them and to take out expansions, which is really one of the best uses for Roaches, is to really just grab expansions. Just finished up mining out his main for Galock. He's going to move over to this third spot. They're going to long distance mine for a good long while, unfortunately.
Oh,
nice
buddy.
blob of Overlords.
The big problem here is Galock is officially on 1 base saturation. He does have 4 gases, but he is officially going on 1 base saturation. So moving into the next few minutes, he's going to be in a huge disadvantage, considering this hatchery just went up halfway down. A lot of drones distance mining, but that time that they have to walk across the map is really going to hurt. It really makes you appreciate putting a hatchery right down at the base, how big of a difference that actually makes.
Yeah, it's definitely a huge difference. Galock has no idea about this secret expansion, and he doesn't have sight of a third base, which is not there yet. That's not a huge... Well, it's not in the third spot, for that matter. This third base is fairly saturated. It hasn't done too much this whole game, but, I mean, it's mining nonetheless, so that's still giving income. Greater Spire's on the way, along with 3 Corruptors to make some Broodlords. The composition right now is kind of all over the place. We have Roachling Lingfester, which just sounds like a really cool name. And then we're gonna see some GG Lords. So usually Infester Broodlord is actually a very good, or Lingfester Broodlord is actually a really good composition. So he should be pretty fine whenever it comes to that. Some kind of like just random roaches. I'm not sure really where the roaches came from. He's doing a lot of different tech options. He has two attack on melee damage, like, and then 1 on the other 2. It's kind of like all around the place. He really needs to kind of step up and go like 1 certain tech path.
Oh boy! Well, these Broodlords, there are going to be 1 or 2 Broodlords going to be out on the field, but really Galock is really stretched thin. He only has 2 gases to his name. He can't make any more Broodlords. He might be able to get 2 out, but what use are 2 Broodlords if you lose your army? And it looks like we did see a cancel on those Broodlords. Doesn't feel confident going into that tech. A lot of Banelings, a lot of fungal growth going down, but will it be enough as these roaches just disappear to the firing of these siege tanks?
2-2, 1 on attack, 1 on attack for these siege tanks, which is just gonna put in so much damage. These can easily one-shot any Ling with good spread. This 4th base is gonna go down. The only 1 overly saturated base, almost 2 full pages of drones mining off of this 1 poor base that barely has any more minerals left. It's on its last legs right now. Time just needs to push, and if he does, he can easily end this game, in my opinion.
Now now I do see people in the chat room right now. They're rooting for Galock. Can Galock get it together? Just really outnumbered, purely outnumbered. We do see 1 Broodlord in position, in production, but really 1 Broodlord isn't going to be able to win him this game.
No, you need at least 17. No. You need at least 9,000. 9,999.
These siege tanks really keeping Galock, really supplementing this army in a huge way. And there goes the Broodlord. He's too slow to run away, though.
There's no units backing him up. These Broodlings just got... Oh, and there's the GG.
We see people brooding on time as well as Galock, and it looks like Galock, even though it seemed pretty grim for Galock, looks like he went ahead and clenched that tiebreaker. Galock's going to be moving on to the finals, guys.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
That's time.
Time. I'm sorry, Galock. I hope you didn't hear that and get all excited, because that's messed up. You just won 10 million. Does your name end with an E? I'm sorry. I got the wrong house. I apologize.
Yeah.